homies. It took so long to get here. But we're going. We're doing it. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for using all the fun toys. I appreciate that. Alright. On this song, what a good starting song. What? What? Minnie, what are you doing? It's weird how often that hits. I don't know if it's that number or... Damn, dude. What's that song about having a deal with the devil? White Bear's like, what? Crazy mama. For that beautiful shaking booty. We got the Mr. Hoff doing all the Hoff hero things. Bikers in town. Let's go, homie. It's a no work day. Yo, still find yourself busy. I mean, what's the deal with that? What's the deal with adulting, right? It's crazy shit. I do what I always do. White Bear's like, wait a minute. I mean, the devil tolerated you there. You've been tolerated by the devil. Tolerated by the devil.
Hype train started.
Wait, what? Hold on. Something's weird. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Did you gift a sub? 3 minutes ago? How did that start a hype train? Thank you so much. I totally missed that. I just should have scrolled up, but hey, we're looking at the activity feed now. I mean, I didn't realize that a single event can spawn a hype. I mean, that's kind of dope. I think there's only been one event. I'm looking through my thing here again and again and again. I think we're good. No, I think that's it. Yeah, it's the Mama Power. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's not ask any more questions. I appreciate that, Mama Power. I mean, you know, everybody vibe. No need to throw down on the hype train or anything, but you guys are amazing. And like I always say, your time is what I'm after. Your time is what I'm after. So I appreciate you vibing. We're going to do a little more skating today. Damn. What a crazy awesome start. Thanks, Mama. Thanks, Hoff. Love you guys. Let me see here. So we are working on this right now. Oh, hey, by the way, so the tree thing I started to do, it's broken, but you did get a tree on screen, Mama. Normally you'd be able to take that tree and harvest it. But it's broken. I don't know why. It was working beautifully before, and then I did some stuff to fix it, and now it's not working. So I guess you could say I didn't fix it. I mean, says you. Let me actually, you know what? Just for the fun of it, let me just refresh the source, which is gonna make that tree go away. But let me see if I can bring it back, and then we'll see if maybe just the refreshing the browser does it. But I'm so close though. I'm so close. It's a fun, cute thing, so we'll see. But let me see if I can bring that one tree back that we had to make go bye-bye. I think all mods should be able to go like this. And then name. And then, ooh, new name. The 92 is gone. I keep forgetting. I gotta remember that. And then we'll say, I don't know, cherry tree. Oh, stop it! What are you doing? No more! Oh my gosh! Stop it! Don't have to do that, please. We don't need donuts around here. You are incredible, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Oh my gosh. No. Let's hang out. Let's play some games. So, hold on. Wait. Oh, why? Is it because okay. All right, I'm gonna be fully honest here. I didn't want to do that thing again where we logged in and had to get the controller fixed. So I did it before stream, which is why I'm a little late. And it just stopped. It just stopped working now. So why? Do I reset? You suck. So fucking bad. I hate you, game. I mean, this game's all right. It's definitely not great. Let me see if I can reset. Or do I quit? Yeah, I'm gonna quit. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-mm. I think fart sounds are free for subs, aren't they? Boom, 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 boom. Body motion. I mean, it's Friday. Let's all go fucking crazy. Body ocean. Let's go. Such a good sound. How's it Friday already? I hear you. How have I been to the school? How have I been to my kids' school twice this week? Like, well, I mean, not like to pick them up and shit, but like to talk to teachers and stuff. I had a funny, interesting conversation with a teacher. My son is sitting next to a child that has some social problems, you know? And God bless him. Hopefully we get it all figured out and everything. But he's like, feet away from my child. And there's been incidents in the past. So I'm just like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, how we setting him up for success? And they're like, well, we have a walkie-talkie that is being used to, call the appropriate people if that happens. And I'm like, and how far away are they? Oh, the school's not that big. Like, what? I mean, well, thank you so much, guys, for that hype train. Let's go. And I'm like, how long is that gonna take? They're like, well, it's a small school. I'm like, well, I'm guessing at least a 2-minute wait minimum. And it's a long time. I'm like, I'm like, look, like I respect the process and I know what you're doing or whatever. I've already teaching my son self-defense and explained to him that that's something that he can do in class without getting in trouble if he's being hurt. And then she stopped me. She put her hand up, and then she literally did this motion. And I'm not saying the name of the school, of course. She did this motion with her hands. Like she punched her fist into her other hand, and she nodded. And she was like, mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, all right, I'm cool with this. Like, bullies happen, but fighting back is an important thing to learn. And as at least he's in the right the right scene for it. But man, it gives me anxiety. I'm like, oh man, I gotta like remind him all the time. Don't let anybody mess with you, buddy. He's a good boy. All right, now that I've gone through my personal life, it says no controller detected, right? So if I click on it, last time I did that, it automatically. Oh, guys, I'm not going to apologize because I'm not sorry, because I did think about this and I didn't want to sit through the controller connection, so that's why I did this shit beforehand. I guess, and I was controlling it, I was moving them around, I put the controller down, and then I guess it maybe redid something, it reconnected or disconnected. So, I'm working on that again now, so hold on. What happens is the blinking light on the controller stops when it connects. And it's currently blinking. So I don't know. I think if I remember correctly, most of the settings we were changing happened in here. And we did them through here, which, would detect it up here, which it's not doing now, which is interesting because I didn't do that before. So it's changing every day, and so if I unplug the cable and plug it back into the thing, I'm getting a little plug it back into the controller, I get a little notification, USB device not recognized. Again, new. That wasn't there before. It just kind of quietly connected, and then eventually the blinking light disappeared and it worked. So I think there might have been, I don't know, like, I didn't change any settings or anything, obviously, but maybe, but no, fuck that, because how was I able to control it like 20, 15 minutes ago? That's my question, huh? Okay, if I press the middle button, that does try to connect it, but it's like, oh, I can't. No. It did vibrate, but I think it was just trying to get me excited because it felt bad. Man, it's crazy. We're going to get this working, though. Beep boop. Good to see you there, Mama. Thanks for popping into YouTube. All right. I have an idea. This is gonna sound so stupid, but no. All right. Song's a banger. Okay, no, that's not it. Ooh. Made curry for tonight. That's delicious. You have a little rice with that, or on bread. Like, what do you plan to eat that with? That sounds so good. What kind of curry is it? I'm gonna restart the game. I feel like it's probably the best way to do this. So, you never know. You never know. Maybe there's some sort of a connection thing that happens, right? So, let's pull this over. Controller required. We've known for 7 hours. So let's just go into it. I don't want to get into the settings to get into the weeds of it right now. Yeah. Let's just try loading it up. Rice? I'm having a jalfrezi curry. Is that really what it's called? You can tell because I'm mispronouncing it. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, is that cilantro? Is that cilantro? It's very important that we figure that out right now. No, it's not. It doesn't appear to be cilantro. Oh, you can't see because of the game. That's why I don't like game capture. Okay. That looks delicious, dude. As long as there's not any cilantro. No controller, huh? Man, what a life this is. What do people use these for, man? Why don't you let me use my keyboard? Okay, let's try doing this here and trying to completely. Every time we have this issue, we've had this issue so far this week. It got fixed just by like fiddling with it, which I hate more than anything because like I'd love to repeat the success we've been having. Walking away upstairs to get the other controller and coming back down has fixed it 2 times on 2 occasions. Me just leaving the room for 5 minutes and coming back, which if I have to break that down into what I'm actually doing there, and it's nothing for 5 minutes. So I'd hate to just sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna do nothing for 5 minutes, but like, that's my solution here. Maybe there is something in these deeper. Hold on. If I go into the controller settings again while I'm waiting for it to do something, and we click on controller, it usually says the name up here once it's connected. Guide button, focus to Steam, enable Steam input. Okay, none of this was enabled. Yep, that's fine. That's how it was default. Okay, Steam input for Pro Switch controller. This we were going back and forth on, but we ended up leaving it on the whatever default it landed on because we decided that was like the most default. And generally, I like default control settings. I don't know why. Not because like I feel like somebody knows better than me, but this is so dumb. But I think it really has something to do with like, like when you're like gaming. Like I don't know. This comes from like doing a lot of like 2000s gaming, which like multiplayer was mostly like at like someone's house or basement or whatever. Right? And like, you know what? I digress. I'm getting into a thing here. All right. Again, okay. So I plugged it back in. I'm getting my things within my windows saying, "Oh, there's a problem. I don't recognize this," which it didn't say yesterday or the day before when we tried this the day before as well. So this all seems to be fairly like default and standard. So I think maybe then where's the other one? This is maybe the issue that I'm worried about is that usually there would be a little mouse or a little controller thing here that would be like additional controller settings. Every other time I was using this, but now that's gone. I'm gonna restart Steam, see if that has something to maybe do with it. Exit. Oh shoot! I didn't realize that would. Yeah, I guess that makes sense that the game is launched within Steam. It would close that too. I guess that's fair. Okay. Okay, we're plugged into the controller. I'm gonna launch Steam. Thanks for all the hype, guys. You're amazing. Thanks for those bits, mama. Love you guys. Okay, this is looking similar. Let me see if I bring it over here. Yeah, see, there's no little controller here again, which is weird that that's gone now. I didn't see any updates. Later, homie. Good luck with your flat pack furniture. Flat pack furniture. That sounds like the way you get furniture from like IKEA, where it's in like a flat pack and you have to like make it into a chair. Okay. All right. Usually we have to give up for it to work, and we haven't quite given up yet. Okay. Oh, hold on. The light stayed on after I unplugged the plug, which means it's connected to something, which means maybe the switches got lit up, which would make a lot of sense. Okay, hold on. Be right back. Okay, so definitely switches off now. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, first let's check settings. See if anything popped in and anything's different. Okay, still the same. So let us start the game. See if it automatically grabs it, which I think it did last time. Hey. Hey. Bumbo. Huh. I did get a Windows Defender alert. Did it get the controller? That's crazy, dog. No, nothing there. Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. The fact that it would work as soon as I sit down and plug it in before stream and I get it working and I'm controlling with the controller, and then now it just won't go back. That's fucking life, man. I'm gonna figure this out, and we're gonna straighten this whole thing out, and we're gonna turn this situation upside down into a positive situation. So let's press. Okay, the issue. Okay, all right. Stop telling me that you can't recognize this thing. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try removing you, and we're going to try it with this other cable, because maybe there's an issue with that thing. It's kind of like a little worn down spot in that on that cable that it's connected to. Maybe that's affecting it. I don't know. Let's give it a shot though. Okay. I mean, we used that cable yesterday, but maybe it's been made worse. Who knows? I don't think, just by plugging that in right off the bat, I don't think that did it. So, oh man. Bump it down. I wonder if I would have better. No, 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 no. No, that didn't do it. What else is next here? We look at these settings one more time. Weird, weird, weird. Okay, the sounds I'm getting. I don't know if you guys can hear them, my Windows sounds. I think you can. I think you can hear system sounds. I'm getting weird blinks and stuff that are making me think that maybe I'm getting a different reaction, but no, it seems to all just be bleeping telling me that I'm doing something wrong. Okay, what about in here? These are the same settings? Oh, these are different. Enable Steam input. We had that last time. Okay, so this all seems fine. And there's this thing again. Okay, now it says no controller connected. Aha! Why? I have one connected. Okay, all right. Let's calm down. We got this. Okay, we're making progress here. Okay, let me check something. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just have a sneaky suspicion that it's something to do with the, what's it called? The thing upstairs, the switch upstairs. Okay, let me get out of here for a sec. Let me try rebooting this. Why would you just stop recognizing these controllers? That's the question. I've got both of them out now here again, and I'm trying to kind of go back and forth. Well, I did not go back and forth. I guess I switched over to the original one to see if maybe just switching devices would help. And as well, I also powered off the switch upstairs, right, to try and make sure that they weren't obviously interacting with it. But what's interesting is one of them still is now remaining lit up after I turned it on, meaning that it's connected to something. And I don't think this computer has any type of Bluetooth connection as far as I'm aware. So I think it might be connected back to the Switch, which would be weird because I turned it off, like hard off. So let me go check. Seems like it seems like it was turning the Switch on, which is crazy. I mean, it's not crazy. I mean, I could see that being a built-in feature. That makes sense. That if you like hold down your like whatever button, your menu button on your controller, that's gonna turn on your device. I guess that makes sense. But I guess I know now there's no reason to do that here. There's no Bluetooth connection, and it's just going to turn on the device. So, all right. Well, now at least we know that that's not connected anymore. That's great. But we are still getting the issue of it saying, I don't understand this this device. Yeah, what's going on, Naldo? Just trying to get my controller hooked up so I can play Skate here. But what was working yesterday is not working today. So, trying to figure out what the difference is there. I'm alright. How you doing? Let me see here. Why don't I try launching the game again? Usually when I launch, it's already connected, and it'll pop up here in the settings and say, hey, your controller's connected. Yeah, appreciate your sub, homie. And again, I guess I also have some settings here. So unless this had an update, which, who knows, maybe it did, then I don't know why that would have disappeared, the little controller clickable icon here. But let's just launch it up, see what happens. Maybe it'll connect automatically or something. I know I've said that before, but who knows? Maybe. A little sapling down here, so cute. Anyway, so yeah, Mama, this will get bigger next time, and you know what? Put it this way: next, when I finally get it working, we'll spawn one in for the 100 bits from earlier. But yeah, it'll grow fruit, and then you can harvest the fruit with harvest, and then those fruit give you wells, through the entire stream. And if you don't harvest in time, they fall to the ground and get rotten. Dun, dun, dun. No controller detected. We just let it sit for a second, which is something we've done in the past. Maybe that's enough to get it rolling. Why don't you detect my controller? Like, there's a chance that, like, there's something wrong with the cable, because every now and then it kind of like bleeps in and out, like it kind of like you hear that disconnection, connecting vibe or whatever. But again, it didn't really cause a problem last time. So, just gonna give it a second. I plugged this the controller in the exact way it was yesterday. I'm just gonna leave it for a second, see if it just does that automatic connection that it did, and we'll call it if that one doesn't work. We can always play something different, but I really was looking forward to finishing my week with this. Enjoy your rest, homie. It's great advice, Nald. I appreciate you a ton. Thanks, buddy. I almost have to forget about the information that it worked, 20 minutes ago. Like, it worked 20 minutes ago for a moment. I put the controller down and then it stopped working, and we cannot get it to work again. So it's almost like I don't feel like I want to change this too much of what this is doing, because it worked all stream yesterday and stream before that, and then this morning it just all of a sudden stopped, right? So I feel like there's, what could it be? It's either a mechanical problem, like the cable or the controller is janky or some shit, which is such a cop-out, like sort of a diagnosis. Or something updated for some strange reason when I plugged it in and a driver changed or something. But again, I would have normally seen something, right? And I didn't, so. Let me think. What else to do here? I'm like literally like mashing buttons now. Okay, all right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Take this one out. Plug it back into the other controller. Windows is telling me it doesn't recognize that device, which is fine, I guess. That didn't happen yesterday while we were playing, that I realized. But hey, it's possible an update popped, or a notification popped up without seeing, right? So, negative. You don't want to play. You don't want to play. Okay. Bummer. Worst part is that the little setting that we're missing. Oh, you know what? No. Hold on, wait. We did kind of find it in here. Yeah, this is kind of, wait, hold on. The controller configurator. This is what I think was over here. Because when we clicked on this icon, this window would pop up. So if this isn't available, it's probably just because the controller's not connected. That makes a hell of a lot of sense. Once you connect the controller, that little icon pops up. So the fact that for some reason today it doesn't want to accept these things. Try reconnecting the device. Windows does not recognize it. Your device may not be working properly. I mean, that's a pretty it's a pretty blatant thing. It's either fucked, plug it out in, or it's fucked. Can't disable that. Can't do anything else here, really. Yeah, this is just an information window, I suppose. Well, lame. That's sad. Made me sad. Use default settings. Changing requires restart of the game. Okay, I changed it. Let's restart the game. again, it would be here. It would be here. Manage. Add to favorites, properties again. No. Okay. Restart, see if it does something. This is stupid. I mean, I'm definitely want to buy myself a nice, you know, what am I trying to think? Like PC, like, you know, a controller, like PC thing. You know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna be doing that today, homie. I appreciate you saying hi. Have a good one. Appreciate you, Gearsy. Gear, fix my devices. Let me catch up for a second here. I plugged this you know, 360 this Switch controller in before stream to make sure it was working and ready, and it worked, and I was controlling the character, so I paused the game and set it down, and then I think I might have grabbed the mouse and the keyboard. Oof. Appreciate that 48, homie. Let's friggin' go. That's pretty funny. That's a funny message from the bot. Anyway, and then, you know, the controller disabled. It wasn't working anymore, and we can't get it firing again. So something definitely changed, and it's not even being recognized by Steam. I think Steam is the problem. But why? Why all of a sudden does it not want to recognize the controller, right? They're plugging into a different USB out. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna maybe try. I'm gonna try that. I'll mess with the cables. I appreciate that, Gear. I saw that, homie. I know you need. It says you need that. I played the entire day yesterday with this controller, so that kind of like, I get it. And I'm gonna go get my. I thought I had. I still think I have an Xbox 360 around here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. So I'm trying these controllers, and they were working, but for some reason today it worked before stream as I tested it, and then as stream started, I went to use it, and no go. So no matter what I do, which is ridiculous, and this little thing here, you know, shows that it's not even recognizing it. So. Man, we've been down this road 1,000 times, and I didn't want to do it again, which is why I set up before stream. But to my dismay, still messed up. So I don't know. The only thing we have here to sort of show us what we're looking at here. You're a PlayStation guy, but I have Xbox 360 on my PC. So Xbox 360 is better than like any. You know, I'm not saying this is for sure, but in your opinion, maybe Xbox 360 controller would be better than any. Like built for PC controller, or was that just what you had? Because I hear a lot of that lately, is that 360 seems to be the one. And you know, this one obviously has settings specifically for the 360 controller, but it also has them for Switch Pro, which is, I guess, is what I'm using right here. So it's weird that this, you know, isn't working, but fuck, it was working all day yesterday. Sucks. That all of a sudden it decided to just not play by the same rules today. Native support. Oh. I'm running 11. But remember, before we start like talking about like compatibility and stuff, like I said, like we have a full stream yesterday of me using this controller, and then another half stream the day before of me using it. We did have connection issues both stream for sure, but the issues we're having today are different. Yesterday, it would plug in and it wouldn't really do anything, and eventually it would sort of connect once we got the game going or whatever. But now, if I unplug it and plug it back in, Windows is playing, is a part of the game all of a sudden. And if I plug it back in, I'm getting like, you know, the USB sound of it plugging and unplugging stuff, and then I've got like an error telling me that the device isn't recognized now. And then if I click on that error or that notification, this pops up. So it's bad when the recommendation is just try like reconnect, like unplug the power and plug it back in. And if it doesn't work, then your device isn't working properly. Like, what? Same cable, same port, everything, Gear, everything. Crazy, right? Crazy. Because I didn't update my PC. Like, I didn't even restart my PC since then. So I'm trying to think, like, maybe something was like push, but I thought maybe it just had a weird thing where the driver just automatically, I don't know, but it's a weird one. And I would be playing, I would be skating and having fun right now if it wasn't for you stupid Windows bullshit. Nice sip of Coca-Cola. Calms me down. That's nice. All right. Yes, I understand you're not working correctly. I know it is not connected to the switch upstairs because it was earlier. And I needed to go upstairs and turn it off because I felt like it being connected with Bluetooth up there meant it wasn't working down here. So now that thing is officially off. But no luck on connecting here. We be skating, having fun. If I had an Xbox controller, you're damn right I would. You're damn right we would, Gear. And I did have an Xbox. I do. I swear I do. I think my wife gave it away. That's what I think. I'm suspicious. I'm not making accusations, but I'm suspicious. Because I was able to find my PlayStation 3, which, you know, I tried. I tried that controller. That one didn't work. And I tried my PlayStation 4 controller. And I tried my PlayStation 4 third-party Amazon purchase controller, which is like just a Bluetooth thing. None of them work. None of them fucking work. Which is crazy that this is such a complicated thing to do. I have so many devices and none of them are working. So everyone says if I had the Xbox One, it would work. So unfortunately, I don't think we do anymore. At least I looked briefly. I even put an old video on yesterday to try and give myself like a 10-minute break to look. Okay. And as you can tell, normally I'd be like, oh, fuck it. Let's just play Minecraft. But I'm like, man, I was kind of like hyped for this. So I'm like kind of like taking a little extra time here to consider my options. None of these settings need to be changed because these settings are as they were for our last stream. So it doesn't really need to be changed, but just in terms of like sort of considering what is here for no reason other than just to look at it, because changing it would be dumb. And up here this is the thing that shows you the controller's actually been connected. So this will say Switch Pro, or it will say like PlayStation 3 or whatever controller I'm plugging in. Usually it shows it up here, but it's not doing that right now. So I guess I'll reset Steam one more time. I don't know if the third time is gonna help. I've done it twice already. This is the only other window that I'm thinking would be helpful. And using default settings is what it's at now. I told it to disable Steam input, and then I tried restarting my game, and it didn't seem to change. Nothing changed. And I don't even think these settings locked in after I did that. So this nightmare continues. Default settings sounds right, but if I click into the configurator, again, it shows me this. And yesterday, while we were playing and troubleshooting, this right here would always show a little controller icon when we were connected, and I could click into it and get into this configurator thingy. So this shows that it's just not connected, so which is weird. It seems like what used to happen is, hold on, I'm gonna press play for a sec. It seems like what was happening before was the controller wouldn't connect to the game until the lights turned off, or maybe that was coincidental. But it wouldn't work. I'd go, and then I would go and forget about it for a second, come back, and the light would be off, and then it would work. That happened at least once, maybe twice. And I wonder if maybe when the light's on, it's searching, and then therefore not connecting to its, its hardware input or its cable input, but instead trying in the Bluetooth or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's what's happening. So now that the light's off and it's plugged in, nope. Unless I press a button. Nope. Nope. Press start. Nope. Press space. Nope. Fuck you. No, I don't rate you right now. I blame my inability to use the controller. I mean, I can use the controller. I could use it right now. It won't do anything. It won't do anything. That's different. I know how to control that very well. Maybe look. I've got two different Switch Pro controllers here in front of me. Let me cycle back to the other one for a second. See if a new device jostles it loose or some shit. Again, device not recognized, which didn't pop up yesterday. Hey, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let me grab my PlayStation 3 controller and see if just changing the brand is something to again, knock some sense into it. And that's honestly, I'm talking to about it like it's a dog. I don't know. Not that you would knock sense into a dog. That's awful. Never mind. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, that's cool gear. What are you doing out in this neck of the woods? Okay. Is the PlayStation 3 controller one good? Just throw something else in here. Wow, every single controller is just like, this isn't recognized, this isn't recognized. I'm like, I get that, but like, shut the fuck up. Don't be such a bitch. About every little thing. Okay, we got no updates here. Oh, you still got the game. You still have the game thingy. Hold on, let me turn that off. There we go. Okay, so yeah, just not recognizing any. I wonder. Oh, fuck. It's one of those things where it's almost like, would a restart help? Like a PC restart? I'm trying to think of what else has happened since then that would cause any changes to this. This is the problem. Every single day we've had them popping into here saying, "Oh, I recognize it. I recognize it," but not today. I'm looking around here. I don't think I've updated anything or changed anything. I don't know. I guess I can do that. You guys want to hang out for a sec? I can do a quick restart. But other than that, I don't know what else to try here. Just looking around here, excuse me. Every PlayStation controller. Did you hear me? I was saying, what's bringing you out this way? Business, pleasure. Okay, I might just do that restart. Can't think of what else I could do. So let's do a restart. If it doesn't work, we'll play some Minecraft. All right. Let me quit this shit and go grab yourself a pea. And number 3. Shit, is that a reference I'm missing? Oh, okay. No, that's just a reference to one of your 3 spots. Okay. I'm like, is this a movie reference? Are we talking about a specific? Okay, I got you. No, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I always think movie references, but all right, cool. All right, well,